Hello and welcome to another session of Dueck Art. I'm really excited today because today we're going to block in the cows, which will totally transform our painting. We'll be able to see what the composition looks like afterwards. We will be doing some detail finishing afterwards in another session and just finishing up, but today it'll give us a broad idea of what it's going to look like. Before we begin painting today, I want to show you a couple of paintings. First of all, from my granddaughter Victoria, who is Vladimir and Sarah Lynn's daughter. She painted this 2 or 3 years ago, and just an excellent mountain scene. And this one, which is from Eliana, who is 10 years old, she's just turning 11. A couple of paintings. Eliana loves to paint, and I really enjoy times when we sit together and paint together. So today I brought on my palette, I have let's start with the white. I'm using the unbleached titanium today because it has a little bit more of a gray tone to it. We may brighten that up in weeks following. And the burnt umber, we're also adding burnt sienna because that reddish color is a predominant color with cows. And then some deep yellow as needed, or if we need it. For brushes, I'm basically using a number. I don't expect I'll use all of these brushes, but I might be using a number of brushes all the way from 1/8 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch. And I'll be using the various brushes. Some of them have nice chiseled edges on them. Generally speaking, I'm going to be following our reference material, and just for the sake of interest, I will show you again what we're looking at here. It's a picture of cows in a water hole, and you see there's some black and white ones, and there's some ones with white and brown. So we're going to just kind of try to follow that. Starting with the back ones first. I'm mixing the burnt sienna and the burnt umber and the unbleached titanium until I get the color that I'm really wanting to get here. And it's going to make a difference where I'm going with these cows too. I have penciled everything in or not. You probably can't see that, but anyways, here we go. We're going to get started here. A little hard for me sometimes to see exactly where I'm going, and I'm going to just tilt this up until I can see the reflection of the okay. All right, and then we're going to just going to bring this down here. There's some shaded areas. Okay. And for the legs, we're just going to kind of bring them down a little bit right now, just so we have an idea as to where they're going. And there's one leg. It kind of comes, yeah. There's this one that comes down here, and it's actually white in the bottom, so we're not going to worry about that. And got another one that kind of has a knuckly part to it. All right. Now this particular cow, I'm going to change my brushes here. And I kind of forgot one thing, and that is we have a black cow. So I could either mix the brown with blue, but you know what? I think today we're just going to go straight into a black. Yeah, I'm just going to go straight into an ivory black, and we'll see how that looks. I don't mind using straight black. Okay. This is all gonna come together here now. Okay, we have kind of a black area there, and this comes down here. There's a little bit of black that comes down into the belly area. And the head, haven't done much for heads lately or any time with cows. But anyways, we're just going to see how this goes. I see there's a nose there somewhere. Ooh, there we go. Kind of like that. And then he's got this little goatee, I call it, coming down here. Try to chisel that area. And he's got this coming down here with a little bit of a, we'll just leave a spot there for his neck and stuff, giving us an idea. And this is going to come down here, and he's got this little black that kind of comes between his legs. Oh, I see. It doesn't really. I think we're just going to leave it at that for now. We can lock this in a little bit more here. Yeah, and this kind of comes across like that. Okay, now we're moving on back to another color. I just want to use some of this titanium, or unbleached titanium, just to kind of show where these are going to be coming. There's a he's got a white leg here. He's also got a piece of white up there we're going to worry about in a second. He's got two white legs coming back down here. And like I said, there's a little white patch here on his shoulder, right about there. So we're going to just kind of put that in for now. Okay. And we will move on to the next one, I think. I just kind of need to see where I'm going with this. I think we'll make this one all the same color. We can fix them afterwards. Okay, gives a little bit of an idea. And then we got a little black calf that's hanging around there. Find our black brush. There we go. And black paint to it. He's kind of heading with his nose to the ground there, trying to get some grass or something to eat, I guess. Mm-hmm. And kind of like that. And interesting thing about that guy is that he's got, well, a little bit of white on his legs there. So, and he has a little white patch up on his head too. Something like that. Okay, now we're going to go back into our brown. Fix up this other cow a little bit. And we need to go up and around. We have this kind of needs to come down, I think, about there. Okay, let's try that. And now we'll get back to our white. If we can. And another white. He's got white in the end of his tail. And then there's another leg comes right there. And that would be a little bit straighter. Something like that. The brown cow, he also has a white tail. And they kind of flare out at the end, like that. And he's got a white part of his leg as well. And that would be both of them. This one not so much, but just a little bit. Okay, and then we just kind of missed a little bit here in this, going around this here cow. So we're going to fill that in. Need to be a little darker. Okay, let's use that brown. And remember, there's a little white, lighter colored there. And a lighter colored around the belly. Like that. This one needs a little more white around the belly. Okay, and I would like to work on that head just a little more. I don't like the way it looks. There ought to be a brown top of the head right about there. And then it kind of comes down. We'll get his eyes in later. Something like that. And then he's got, oh yeah, the leg here at the top also is a muscular white area right there. This is also lighter in there. Okay, and then the ears are actually a little darker. We're just going to tab those a little bit. We're not showing much on this guy, but one will be sticking out around there. There's kind of saucer shaped, and the other one will be over here. Something like that is good for now, I think. So now we'll have a couple in the foreground here. I think we'll just leave them like that for now. We'll give them a white tail. Seemed like this whole herd had white tails, and I think that's probably normal for most of them. Okay, so there you go. White tail. He's a white-tailed calf. For the white-tailed deer, well, this is a white-tailed calf. Here we go. Now, for the mama has some white on it, and I think in this case, I think we're going to put the white in right now. We know that there's white on the head. If I can find the head. All right, here we go. Something like that. And he's got a white patch on his rump. And he's got lots of white in his area over here. There's the inside of his legs. And going down under his belly. How are we doing? Are you following along with me? Well, I hope you are. I hope you're having a good time with it. We'll carry on here with a little bit more brilliant colors here as well. Want to make sure I got this here right. This is going to be, oh yeah, this is what we want. We don't want a pink cow, we want a brown cow. And there's the calf, and this, yeah, it comes down here. I'm going into the burnt umber more there, just because I feel I need to. Let's put some dark ears in here. We've got one ear there, and the other ear right kind of down there. Back to our lighter colors. And we're going to run this nose down here and down here. Okay. And let's not forget the whitetail, eh? Our white-tailed cows. I think we forgot a tail over here. Has that black cow got a white tail? It sure does. And we forgot a tail over here too, for that matter. And there was a couple of white markings we wanted to get in there on that one too. And we can lighten up this head a little bit in here. Alrighty. We've got one more left to do. And this guy is the lightest one of all. I see. Got some white showing along his back there. I'll put that in front of his leg in there, I think. And he has some whites on his legs as well that kind of start showing up there and then following down. Yeah, I forgot we got a calf going in there too. We're adding him. He's not in the photo. Neither was that cow right there. Well, yeah, I guess he was. But we're gonna fix his head in a little while there. He doesn't look quite right. But anyways, yeah. So there's his tail coming down right about there. And then his leg in the front, there's the white in the leg. And comes that way at the end. Okay, where else has he got white here? He's got a little bit of a glow right in the middle. We're going to stick that in there for now. And we'll call it we'll call that good for the white. Now we're coming in with the there we go. Okay. I can't quite see what I've got here, but we have an ear, say, right there, and another ear, I don't know, maybe up there. And he's kind of looking this way. And he's pretty dark in the bottom. So that's about where he comes up there. Just try to bring this around. He's got some really dark markings right in there. Got to get that darkened up. And they come right down. I think we'll put that calf in. I think we're going to make this calf really dark just because he's in the shadows. And so ear, nose, so the calves, they like to stay by their mamas, eh? I think that's all we're going to do for today. So I hope you enjoyed, and hope things work out well for you too. Have a great day, and God bless you.